Hello and welcome back to The Broken Doll. Okay, I'm coming tonight with the little dog. I did wash him up. You can see that he still has a grody little look to him. He just doesn't look nice. So I saw this lady back some time ago buy these fabric markers. Here they are right here. They're a bit pricey. I got them from, now maybe you can get them a little, maybe cheaper somewhere else, but I was at Michael's and I had I think a 40% coupon. I just bought them. And they're permanent fabric markers, as they say here. And you get a whole rainbow of colors here. And let dry for 24 hours, machine washable, best on whites and light color fabrics. Now what I saw was a lady had bought some doll clothes. And she thought, why, like they were faded. So she thought, why not take some fabric markers and draw the designs that were on the doll clothes. She could still see it, but it was just faded. And she did that, and I'll tell you, they just turned out spectacular. Like I was like, oh my goodness, that's wonderful. And she took like a coat that was faded and she matched up the color with the fabric markers and she colored it, and then and let it dry, and it turned out like great. So it's an idea. So I started on the little dog here and I'm liking what I'm seeing. So what I'm doing is putting on the color, and then it takes 24 hours for this to dry. So I thought, well, you know something, I'm just going to take like the hardness of the blue off. This is the lightest of the blue that's in there. The blues just get darker. And he was a light blue to begin with. So I'll show you what I'm doing here to him. And then I'll draw little black eyes on him too, on each side. Maybe a tip for like a black nose. So I'm just coloring him, basically, with the magic marker. And even where it gets a little dark, you can lighten that up. You don't have to fear. I go down. See, he just looks dirty. He just looks, I don't know, just a little bit on the grody side, you know. I'm just like, ugh. You just don't look nice. Maybe when you were first bought, and he was light blue in color. That's what the color of him was. I found a picture of this set from D&C, and he was a light blue color. Somebody had one. It was a little bit better shape, their dog was. And so I just go like this. I sit here and I just color. I haven't used these. I've had them for like a year, and I thought, oh, will they be still good? But they are. They're nice and fresh still. Well, maybe not quite a year. Almost though. We're if not, it's coming up like something like April or May, something like that. I bought them, and I saw this lady do that, and I thought, oh, all the dog clothes I have. And I'm just going to do the bottom of his feet as well. Just coloring them all blue. Okay, and then this is what I do. I go over him with and then when I go in between his legs, I just pinch just lightly and just let it drag through. I just kind of wipe some of this off, like so that it's not so hard, you know, because some of the color goes on a little bit on the hard side, and you don't want that, you know, completely. You know, if you can blend it a little bit, that'd be great. Just an idea I thought I'd come up with and just see how this worked. If she can do it on doll clothes, why not? You know, try this out. I mean, like I always say to you, I feel like, you know, I was thinking to myself, it feels like this is how I talk to you, and I'm thinking this in my head. I feel like we traveled a lot through Canada and the United States when I was a kid. And we went to this place in the States where you could stand up on this mountain, I think it was, and you could be in like 4 or 5 different states. Or we were in Canada too, and you could stand in about maybe 3 provinces, because we have provinces above us as well. And there was a place where you could stand and you could have your body was in 3 different places. I feel like I feel like that with you as well. I'll say to you, keep it original. But then yet step out and do something new, and like this here, you know. I think what you have to do is just, you know what, it's your doll. It's yours. And I heard Dodie used to say that too. Dodie's doll, Dodie used to say, it's your doll. Do as you feel with it, you know. And you design it. You know, give it what you think it needs. And it may not be what the next person will do, she would say. But she says, maybe you like that, you know. So I'm trying this out. I could have been very well wrong doing this, you know, but I don't know. I think he's looking pretty good. He's just getting a little bit brighter. I mean, he's not completely done yet. So once we get him all done, start doing his body all up. Hey, and you know, the thing is that sometimes you stand in different corners of, you're in about 3 or 4 different places when it comes to talking about your dolls and everything. And, you know, the thing is that, there we go. you don't know where you stand. You know, like sometimes when I'm talking to people, I'm like, because sometimes I just go veer off and I veer off and I start doing my own thing, you know. And so, you know, and I'll say one thing and do another. That's what I mean, you know. And but I want you to also be able to step out and say, you know what, I want to do this way. And you should be able to. It's your, like I say, it's your doll. And you can see it's coming off. Some of it comes off. It does come off because it's not dried yet. It says it takes 24 hours for these to dry. But they are permanent. So once you do this, you can't, no going back type of thing. So that's what I'm saying to you. So, yeah, you know, you can, you know, blend it a bit. You do have the blending ability on this to blend, you know. And like I say, I just go in between like this. Just let that kind of wheedle itself in there. Okay, so we got some of the body done. It looks pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect or anything of that sort, but I think he looks kind of nice, nifty. Okay, let's get more of his body done here. Up his leg here. I might just like sit and just, it's called Color a Dog. It's kind of fun. Got like a little tail here, a little. So you don't see all these features on them because they got lost. They get lost in the I feel like his coloring has gotten lost. Like that grayish blue look has kind of got lost in the fibers of the dog, and you just don't see everything. I think he's trying to be a poodle. That's what I think he's trying to be. Maybe a big poodle. Would you say? Now the Tammy dolls, she has a dog too. It's brown and white, and it's in the same idea of like made the same way as this dog is. He's made the same idea. He's made with I don't know if it's pipe cleaner or what it is. It's a different type of pipe cleaner. It's not your original type pipe cleaner. I can feel the wires in there. It's bendable to some degree, you know. But hey, it's fun. And like I say, it's your doll. You can do what you like to do with your doll. So if he's going to be blue, we'll make him blue. I don't have to agree with the color, but he was blue. The whole thing was blue. So then I just take it and just kind of, you know, you just smear it around and kind of dye the fibers. We've been watching up here about all this stuff going down in Texas there, and we, you know, of everything going on in New York City. We're seeing all this on our televisions up here, and my prayers go out to everybody. You know, it's a tough situation where this world is in. You know, we're just heading sometimes in an area I don't know, and but sometimes the monster gets too big out there, and I have to retreat, you know, into my little shop here and grab a hold of my own little world here and kind of hunker down a little bit. But and you know, you leave it with God, you know, that's what you do. And he's bigger than me. He knows how to handle this stuff. So that's how I look at it, you know. And oh, the tangled webs we weave when we try to deceive, you know. And it's just nasty stuff going out there. I try not to watch too much of the world stuff going on out there. I do, but you know what? You can't ignore it either. You know, it's happening. But we are seeing it up here. It's just really tough. There we go. Look at him. What do you think, everybody? Do you think that looks pretty? I mean, he's kind of like a spotted little, like a spotted little poodle. Poodle doodle noodle. I'm just going to go in between the legs again. And go maybe in between his ears and his nose. Ooh, I've really pushed his nose up. I got to do it just for this. Okay, we can unbend him. He is bendable to a certain degree, and then I got to be careful. Okay, so I don't know what you think of that, but I don't know. I think he looks kind of cuter. It gives him some definition. Like he's blue now. Now what we're going to do is give him some eyes. I got black here. Now is that black or Look at this. Looks like, what are these? Like, do they tell me what they are for colors? Maybe it's just two blacks. That's black. There. What's this one? Maybe it's just oh, I think it's just the nib. Like, I guess they call that the nib here, like the little tip. Just depending on the tip. Yeah, you got different tips. I think that's what it is. I don't know. Now the tips look the same. But they're both black, so you get two blacks, I guess. So maybe it was a way of filling up the container. But we're going to give him a little black eye here. And a little black eye on the other side. And then we're going to give him a little black nose on top. What do you think of that? There, I think that defines him a little bit more. I don't know, like if it was right or wrong with what I did, but it's done now. So, I don't know, I think he looks kind of cuter and more defined now. Now he's a blue dog. Before he just looked dirty, just grody gray, and I don't know, I washed him and some dirt did come out of him, it did, but nothing phenomenal amount of dirt, you know, so I don't know, I think he looks cuter. He's got eyes now, we can see him, he's defined. We're going to put a little ribbon around him after a while. We're going to let him dry. So let him dry on top, we're going to put him on top of the paint. Now my next project here, let me see where my time is on here. Where are we at? Oh, we're getting up there. Okay, I'm going to come back and we'll have some more of this fun. I got something else I want to show you what I want to do. Thanks for joining me. Coming back in a few seconds. Don't go anywhere.